Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We're starting on page 36. Again, I'm not the best reader, so this is good practice for me as well. Let's see if we can fix that just a bit better. There we go. Okay. I wrote a little note and I put it in just a box just to make sure that the person who finds it knows exactly who to thank. To whom it may concern, the cash is from Jenny Heffrey from 12th Surrey Street. Me and Rowdy found a shoebox to put all of our stuff in. Then we sealed it all up with some masking tape. I wrote a note on the side of the box to make sure it didn't get opened too soon. Time capsule. Do not open until time travel is possible. After that, we put it in the hole we dug yesterday and buried it the best that we could. I kind of wish that Rowdy had put more effort into digging the hole because our time capsule wasn't really buried all the way. Hopefully nobody will mess with it because it really needs to stay there for at least a few hundred years. Well, my week got off to a rough start. When I got out of bed, Mom's bathrobe wasn't there. It usually was hanging on the doorknob. I asked my mom if she took the robe back, and she said she didn't, so I have a feeling Dad had something to do with it. A couple days ago, I figured out a way to combine my bathrobe experience and the heating vent experience, and I don't think Dad really approved of it. Whoosh! Right up the skirt. I figured he either hid the robe or got rid of it. Now that I think of it, Dad made a run to the Goodwill bin last night after dinner. So that's probably not a good sign. Anyways, if Dad did get rid of the robe, it wouldn't be the first time he's thrown away somebody's personal property. You know how many times it has been trying to quit, or you know how many times Manny had been trying to quit using his pacifier. Yesterday morning, Dad got rid of every single one of Manny's bikinis. Well, Manny totally freaked out. The only way Mom could get him to calm down is to dig them out, his old blanket and the things he called Tingy. Tingy started off as a blue blanket that Mom had knitted for Manny's first birthday, and it was a love at first sight. Manny carried that thing around everywhere he went. He wouldn't even let Mom take it away for him so he could wash it. It started falling apart, and by the time Manny had his two blankets, his blanket was basically a couple pieces of yarn held together by raisins and boogers. It reminds me of my son Devin. He had a baby blanket when he was little, and it got drug everywhere. It had the Looney Tunes on it, and it was just shreds by the time he was done with it. It was so cute. And he cried and cried, and I finally got him to give it up for a pink furry blanket. Because he didn't like the green one. He liked pink. Oh, goodness. He's a sensitive little boy. I love him. All right. I think that when Manny started calling his blanket Tingy for the last couple of days, Manny's been dragging Tingy around the house just like he did when he was a baby and trying to stay out of his way as much as possible. I'm getting really tired of walking to school every day, so this morning I asked Mom if she would drive me and Rolly. The reason I didn't ask her sooner is because Mom's car is covered in these embarrassing bumper stickers that says, "Kids at my school are brutal when it comes to this sort of thing." I tried scraping the bumper stickers off, but whatever kind of glue they put on these was meant to last a lifetime. My child is a graduate of Cuddle Tender Preschool. Today, me and Rolly got a ride from Mom, but I told her to let us out behind the school. Are you sure this is where you're supposed to be dropped off? Yep, thanks for the ride, Mom. Well, I made a dumb mistake by leaving my backpack in the car, so Mom brought it to me today in fourth period. And of course, she picked today to finally start going to the gym. You forgot this, sweetie, in her little gym outfit. How funny. It was just my luck, too. Fourth period is the time that I only have the class with Holly Hills, and I'd been trying to make a good impression on her this year. I figured this incident probably set me back about 3 weeks. I'm not the only one who's trying to impress Holly Hills either. I think it's about every boy in my class who has a crush on her. Holly is a fourth grade pretty hottie in this girl class or something like that. But I need my glasses. I need to find them. The top three of all my boyfriends, so have a lot of these guys who like me, who are doing everything they can to get in good with her. I've been trying to come up with an angle to separate myself from the rest of the goobers who liked Holly, and I finally figured it out. Humor. See, the kids in my class are all Neanderthals when it comes to jokes. To give you an idea what I'm talking about, here's the kind of thing that passes for comedy in my school. Har 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 trip. That's not funny. That's mean. Anytime Holly is in the area, I make sure that I use my best materials. I've been using Miss Rowley as my comedy partner, and I'm actually training him on a couple of pretty decent jokes. What you doing? Eating chocolate. Where'd you get it? A doggy dropped it. He he he. That's disgusting. Ew. The only problem is Miss Rowley's starting to get a little greedy about who gets to say what, and I don't know if the partnership is going to work out long term. What I do, the doggy dropped it part. I don't think so. Well, I learned my lesson about getting a ride from Mom, so I'm back to walking to school, but when I was heading home with Rolly this afternoon, I seriously didn't think I had the energy to make it up the hill to my house. So I asked Rolly if he'd give me a piggyback ride. Rolly did exactly jump on the idea, so I had to remind him that we were best friends and that this was the kind of things best friends did for each other. And he finally caved in. I offered to carry his backpack for him. I have a feeling this is a one-time thing, though, because Rolly didn't completely wipe out by the time he dropped me off at my house. You know, if the school is going to take away our bus ride home, they should at least install ski lifts and slopes. I emailed the principal about 5 times with my suggestions, but I haven't heard anything back yet. When I got to my house, I was pretty tired, too. Oh, talk about tired. What I do think is that I take a nap every day after school. In fact, I live for my naps. Sleeping after school is the only way I can get recharged or get my batteries recharged. On most of my days, the second day I get home, I'm in bed. I actually kind of becoming an expert in sleeping. Once I'm out, I can get through just about anything. The only person I know who is better sleeping than me is Roderick. And here is the reason that I say this. A couple weeks ago, Mom had to order Roderick a new bed because his was worn out. The furniture, the guy came to take his old mattress, the box spring away. When they came, Roderick was in the middle of the after school nap. So they took his bed away and he just slept on the floor right in the middle next to the empty bed frame. The thing that worried about it is Dad is going to have to ban after school his naps and going to start to get a job. Spike, go. Go, you're going to knock down my cards. All right, I'm going to stop right there. We'll start back on 48. I got to go start supper. So hopefully you guys are all having a great day. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it very much. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.